my dad comes from West Africa, right? But they grow yam in that area, and huge yam, green bananas, okra, things like that. You know, okra's a thing that you put in the dinner. No life, you know, something like that.
I wanna live in a leaderless world. I wonder what that is. Who makes the rules in a leaderless world? I wonder what happens without cool kids and presidents and donkeys, plus elephants. Ooh. I wanna work in a classless world. I wonder what that's like. And would I work in a classless world? Or would I just get high without rich kids and immigrants and big dreams of better things? Ooh. Let's raise our glass and have a toast to all our differences. You carry me on your shoulders when I don't know what my limit is. I wonder where my limit lies. My limit lies.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're back on the New Mexico Radio Talk Show.com, man. Glad to be back on the airways with you guys this evening. That's right, man. We're partying it down over here in the New Mexico area, man. So, yeah, man. We just got so much things going on right here in the New Mexico area, man. I'm going to welcome in our lovely co-host of the evening, ladies and gentlemen. We're like a boxing match. We got some, well, we're not voting, right? I mean, or we're not, I guess that's what you call it, right? When you're judge, sorry. When you're boxing, you're judge, right? I want to welcome in our beautiful co-hosts of the evening, man. We got two beautiful co-hosts, man. We got all the way, man, from A La Máquina. She's only 10 years old, man. She's on the newlyweds right here, man. She's on the newlyweds for the New Mexico Radio Talk Show, man, right here, man. So we want to welcome in, man, 10 years old, man, Serene Everly. She's joining us, man, on Wednesdays, man. She is fairly new. Well, I wouldn't call it new, but she's about to have a good time with us, right? And that's what it's all about, man, is having a good time with our hosts and have a good time with our guests tonight. Welcome in, Serene Everly, 10 years old, out of San Antonio, Texas. And I want to welcome in A La Máquina, Baby Love 74, man, on TikTok, man. The beautiful Delfa out there checking in as well. Yeah, man. We got a lot of people in the house, man. Welcome in, ladies and gentlemen, man. So, ladies, what's going on? What's happy hump day? Let me start the party off right. Happy hump day. Mike, right? Oh my goodness, man. 8:13 New Mexico time, 9:13 Texas time. Glad to be back on the airways with you guys, man. Welcome aboard. Welcome in, Serene. We had her on last week, man. What a phenomenal vocalist. Doing her thing out there in San Antonio. And now she gets to sit on the other side of the table, on the other side of the hot seat, and get to ask some brilliant questions to the guests on Wednesdays. And Delfa, welcome to have you back. I'm glad you're feeling a little bit better and glad to have you back on the airways on Wednesdays. And first and foremost, man, welcome aboard and welcome in, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome in Irm Salvio-Perez in La Casa. David Vela, number one follower, number one listener out there out of San Antonio, Texas. He used to be the wide receiver for the Oakland Raiders back in 1975, 1980, something like that. Bad A receiver, guys. He's a big time listener here. Big shout out to man for Familia Pueblo Promotions, Bosco Music Group out there, man. William Leyva out there checking in with us. We got a special guest. And like I said, man, we got guests every single week. We're booked all the way up until October, if I'm not mistaken. I'm already filling up for September and all kinds of different shows, man. I'm already filling up for December también. So I looked at the calendar today. So we're staying busy. I want to welcome in Alvin from Aliè Records, man. Hopefully I said the record company right. I want to welcome in Alvin from Aliè Records, man, all the way from El Paso, Texas. What's going on, Alvin?
How's it going, Harry? Everything's good, man. How are you?
Thank you for taking time out of your busy schedule to hang out with us on a lovely Wednesday, man. Thank you for all the stuff you're doing out there in El Paso, man. And like I said, thank you once again for taking time out of your busy schedule to hang out with us.
No, thank you for having me, man. Really appreciate it.
Man, you sound like one of us, man. You got a professional camera, microphone, torpedo, man. A la máquina. We're gonna be talking business out there today's show, man.
Thank you.
I'm gonna have to get you to sign up on one of our shows, man, on a Thursday or Wednesday or something like that, man. When I seen you behind the stage, man, I'm like, la modis. this guy reminds me of myself, professional, got the microphone, got the headset going on. I'm like, la modis. So I'm gonna ask the first question. None of these beautiful ladies are gonna take over because that's part of my job. I gotta ask the first question, then these ladies to take over. So, Alvin, what got you started into want to being a producer, or what got you started to want to do your magical career? Because I mean, I see you do a lot of stuff, man, and I've seen the stuff you've been putting out for Irm Salvio, and I mean, it's like my thing is it's not easy to do what you love to do, and a lot of people think it's easy to do what you do. So tell us a little bit about yourself, man.
Yeah, so my name is Alvin Estupiñan. I am from El Paso, Texas. I am 35 years old. And
Wow.
yes, I am a music producer, but I also do many, many other things. I am a record label owner. I founded it about like 3 years ago. And at the
Wow.
moment, I have 3 artists. In total, I've had five, but I had to let go. I had two of them I had to let go. But at the moment, yes, I do have three. And so I'm producing their music, I'm recording them. I'm doing everything for like the photography, for videos, like anything that they need so that they can, post out there and promote themselves and anything like that.
Wow.
But yeah, I got into producing, into music and all that when I was about 11. Well, actually, music, playing instruments and stuff like that when I was 11. I do play 7 instruments in total, and
La
so
máquina.
I've been a musician for many, 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 many years. And about like maybe like 2015. I believe so. Maybe it was 2015, 2016. I don't remember exactly, but my wife bought me my first equipment to record. And so that's where I started producing, recording my own music, and little
Exactly.
by little started recording other people and, learning the art of music production, mixing, mastering, and all of that stuff. And so now I'm here, producing for these artists that are under the label. I started my label just so that I can be able to help other people. And so, yeah, there's actually a story behind as to why I started the label, but I can get to that a little bit later.
I mean, here's the thing, Alvin. I mean, you got so many hat tricks, man. I mean, 7 instruments. Dude, I got a button accordion right here that's sitting right in front of me. It's looking me right in the air. And I said this on the show with Serene. This sucker's looking right at me and said, hey, man, learn me. And for you to be able to play 7 different instruments, man, that is phenomenal, man.
Yeah.
I mean, it's crazy, man, because you got to put your mind to it, right? You got to put your mind to it. If that's something you want to do, you want to play 7 to 8 different instruments all at once.
Yeah.
And look at Prince back in the even him, you know what I mean? One man band. I mean, this guy did everything, man. I mean, and how cool was that? This guy could play the drums, the guitar, the singing part, and but it's if you want it, you got to put your mind to it, man, to want to do all that, man. And for you to do all that, man, 7 instruments, yikes. I mean, I got one instrument I could barely learn. Well, I got 2 instruments, the accordion and the DJ turntables. I haven't mastered the DJ turntables yet, but I'll eventually
It's-
master it.
I'm actually, now that you say that, I'm actually a DJ as well. I did
Ah,
it
la
when I
Moris.
first started it without officially, maybe like around like 12, 13, 14. I don't remember the exact age when I started with my brother. He's the one that
Wow.
actually taught me a lot of this. I think he's on right now, my brother, Aliè Estupiñan. Shout out to Andre. But yeah, he's the one that taught me all the DJing stuff. And so, but I gave it up. I started into music, being a musician, playing, every weekend type of stuff. But recently I started getting back to it. I've been like about like a year, maybe a year and a half that I've been doing it officially. So I do DJ for like quinceañeras, for weddings,
Ah, la
private events and things
máquina.
like that. So yeah. Yes, yes, yes. I'm not
I
trying to
mean,
brag or anything. I'm, like I
well,
said,
no. I
I'm
mean,
an
hey,
honest dude.
hey, you got a lot of accolades underneath your belt, man. You need to get an award for all your accolades, man. But
Appreciate
I
that.
mean, you're doing it all. I mean, and then a lot of things is, man. A lot of these artists, man, they all have a 9 to 5 job, right? And everybody thinks it's easy. Like I said, all these artists, they got a 9 to 5 job, and it's tough to be a musician. By the time you pay for recording studio, by the time you pay for this, pay for that, it gets expensive, man. And then if you want
Mhm.
the production to be right, I mean, here's my thing, Alvin, to all these artists that are out there, man, that are wanting to strive for their dreams and strive for their goals. Put out the right quality music. I mean, get it done by a professional record company, and a professional record label as well. That how to do it on, how to get the ISRC code and the licenses for the radio for them to get paid. And my thing is the quality. Same thing with with the videos, the photography, get the right photography, get the right videos done. Um, I mean, don't just do half-ass work. Put out the right tools out there for your fans, man. And like I said, it's not easy. It is not easy because if it was all easy, we would all be musicians. We would all be doing something that we love to do, right? And we would be good at it, right? And it just takes a lot of work. It takes a lot of work to be a musician, and it takes a lot of work to do what you're doing as an engineer and producer and all that stuff.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Totally, totally agree. It's an art. Every art takes, dedication. It takes sacrifice. It takes a lot of, working at it and just trying to master it and improve day by day. Just how it is.
Serene, Delfa, you guys got any questions for lovely Alvin out of the left
Well,
there?
I just want to welcome everybody that's watching, and welcome Alvin. Thank you for giving us this time to interview you and ask you questions and stuff. But I do have a question. What bands have you played for, and which band was your favorite to play for?
Oh man, favorite? That's a tough one, but I have played in multiple local bands, you could say. I remember the first one that I played in, well, it was in high school and middle school. They were rock bands. The first one I think it was called Sweet Destruction, I think it was like that. It was like a rock band. And the one in high school was Kids with Guns Fly Southwest. That was the name of the band. And then that's when I started playing professionally with Irma's brother Orlando, in the
Wow.
band called Misterio Musical. That's actually how I met Irma and her family and stuff. So in that band, I played the keyboard and the saxophone, and I also sang harmony. And that's what I did for a few years before I left on my mission for the church. And then when I got back, that's when I joined a Sonora, a cumbia band called La Magistral Sonora. And then after them, that's when I started my own band called Legion 57. Then we went for like around 3 years, 3 or 4 years, más o menos, and we were actually starting to tour, and we were recording our album, and we were actually gonna start an official tour with Ojos Locos. We were gonna be the first ones. I don't know if you guys have Ojos Locos over there. It's a restaurant.
Yes, we do.
Yeah, we were gonna do an official Texas Ojos Locos tour and go play every single Ojos Locos, but unfortunately we started having problems with the band and just things didn't work out, and so I left it. I sold my share, and then that's when I joined my brother-in-law's band, Los Nobles, and this is the band that I'm
Wow.
currently in. They showed a few pictures earlier today of me playing with that band, and so yeah, in that band I play the keyboard, the guitar, the saxophone, and I also sing harmony. And so, yeah, I've been with them for like about, ni me acuerdo, I don't remember, like about 3 years, maybe give or take.
Ah,
But
la
yeah, it's my
máquina.
brother-in-law's band. Shout out to him. I don't know if he's watching. Joe Vasquez, my brother-in-law.
No, I mean, my thing is, Alvin, is I don't understand how you're able to manage all this, man. Because I mean, I'm sure you got a 9 to 5 job, and not like most that that are able to work from home and be retired. And I mean, maybe just put it to you that way. Most people are sometimes are retired, by the age of 30, age of 25, age of 35, age of 40, and they're able to do stuff like that. Be able to manipulate everything. Be able to manifest everything. The music industry and be an engineer and travel and I mean, they got a good retirement, and I mean, just how they manage their money, right? And I'm sure you got, like I said, I'm sure you got a 9 to 5 job. So, and my thing is like, I don't understand how you manage all this, man. To do the DJ on the weekends, to do the engineering during the weeks, or whatever your time schedule is, and how you're able to manage all of it, man. And then also be a husband at the same time, a la
Yeah.
Maudis, man. I mean, I, I,
Yeah, I
I
have
want
a very,
I
very
want to know how
supportive
you're
wife.
able to have this time management, Alvin. How do you manage all that, man?
So honestly, what I work in is life insurance. So I do work from home. It's actually my own
A la
company.
máquina.
So that's pretty much what I do. I help people out. So it's very like I create my own time, you could say. And so I get to choose like when I schedule my appointments and all of those things, and like, talk with people. And it's not an easy job, I'm not gonna lie, because I do have to find people, and it's a sales job type of thing, obviously, right? But it is life insurance, and so we all need life insurance. And so that gives me the flexibility to be able to do a lot of things. But I mean, I try to schedule everything in regards to music like on the weekends or in the evenings whenever I need to record somebody or I need to work on my music, like anytime in between or after work, that's when I try to do, my thing with music and stuff. So, and then with the family as well in the evenings, obviously, like, yeah, once I'm done with everything, I don't schedule things very, very late. But once I'm done, but yeah, that's when I spend time with my family. And then as well, like in the weekends, or even if I have some time in between, like let's go do something. So things like that. But definitely, 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 it's challenging. But I have a very, very supportive wife who I love very, very much. I don't know if she's on right now, Kenya. So yeah, that's how it
I,
is.
and I think that's what you got to have, right, in this industry, right? In you got to have a good supportive system, rather if it's family, friends, spouse, wife, girlfriend, boyfriend, whatever you got, or whatever you are, right? You got to have a right supportive system that's going to back you up, 90% of the time, and because I mean, this is a tough job, and you're on the phone, you're making calls, you're doing business work, man, and it's a lot of work, and for somebody to come step in right in to what you're doing, and then, ay, no, hombre, you're talking to that dude, you're talking to that girl, you're talking to this, you're talking to that business person, or they're hating on you for what you're doing, and then it's a lot of work, man. It's a lot of work. So it's always good to have that supportive system. And I always say this to everybody, man. It's good to have a good partner, good friend, everybody that likes to support because it makes the business go well. Because why are you going to quit for somebody? You've created something that you love to do, and then you're going to quit it for something, and then it's going to bite you in the rear end at the end, So you're doing what you love to do. You got a good supportive system. Your wife likes what you do, and then like you said, you make time, and
Hmm.
and I think that's what it takes. Make time, and they support, right? They support, and I can't express that enough, man. You got a good supportive system, and that's what it's all about. Support, support, support.
Exactly. Yep. Agree.
With this new band that you're with, do y'all plan to pursue that Ojos Locos tour?
No, with this new band, no, definitely it's not a band that can like fit the scene you could say at Ojos Locos. No, no, no. This band is
I
it's
got you.
kind of like a wedding band. Like it's a versatile band, so we play all types of music. With that other band that we were gonna do the Ojos Locos tour, it was like a corridos band. So we played a lot
Okay.
of corridos and like Serene music and like all that stuff. So it fit the vibe. It fit the scene at Ojos Locos. But yeah, definitely not with this band. Yes, yes, yes.
Serene, you got a question for Alvin over there?
Yeah, I have a question. What advice can you give to like new and aspiring singers?
So the advice that I can give any singer is to just do it. Like, do not fear what people are gonna say, what people are gonna comment about you. It's all about doing. Obviously, in the very beginning, you might not be the best. You might not be good. You might sing out of tune. You might think that you sound horrible. Maybe your voice is shaky. But the best thing to do, because that's what I did. I don't consider myself a singer, but compared to how I used to sing when I first started when I was little, oh my goodness, like it was bad. It was bad. But here's the thing, though. I'll share a story after my advice. Like you just need to continue doing it and strive to do it, and do not care what other people think. Because at the end of it all, if you know how to sing, if you know how to hold a pitch, then you'll be fine. You'll be great. As long as you continue to work at it, practice and practice and practice. It doesn't make perfect, but it does make better. But I do have a story about the my singing situation that I am a composer as well. I write my own music and things like that. And so when I first
Wow,
started, I started doing instrumentals, so everything on the piano and things like that. But then
exactly.
eventually I wanted to write lyrics, put lyrics and singing to songs and chords and things like that. And so I started writing a few songs. I wrote a song for one of my exes, and well, just to make the story short, I sang her the song, and then like a week later, we went to go watch one of the Twilight movies. It was when it first came out, and
Wow,
so on the way, I started telling her like, "Yeah, I wanna sing, like I wanna get comfortable singing because I already play all these instruments. I want to add the singing to that, things like that. But
exactly.
I honestly don't think I sing good." And then she's all like, "Honestly, you don't." Oh, just it broke my heart. I'm not gonna lie, it broke my heart. And so I'm like, my goodness. So I'm not gonna lie, I do have a little, insecurity when it comes to singing, but
Exactly.
it is going away. That's why I said, Do not listen to other people to what you're saying because you might not be good in the beginning, but if you continue to work at it, you will get better. So
Wow, man. I mean, and you just have to put it out there, man. And you know, my parents, you know, didn't pay for singing lessons, but I'll be on the show, I'll be on the music show, or sometimes I forget the mic is on, you know, because I'll throw on the music video to the artist or whatever, and I'm like,
yeah.
okay, well, I don't think nobody's watching the show, but I think I'm gonna sing in the background, be the harmony in the back, and I'm like, oh shoot. So then I go listen to the show, I'm like, I think I just
You
sang
could
some of
hear
the song.
yourself.
I'm like, oh crap. So my views go from 25 views, Alvin, and then when I start to do the harmonizing in the background, singing over the vocals and being a karaoke singer, whatever you want to call it or whatever, I'm like, oh my gosh, I should have just not sang at all because I just had 25 followers. Now they got zero.
You scared him
Oh man.
away.
I scared them away.
Oh
Oh.
no.
And it happens every show that I do, man. It happens every show. I mean, there's songs that I like, man, and I'm there. La, la. Oh, oops. Sorry, I gotta mute the mic. I said I gotta mute the mic.
Yeah. That's funny.
That's
Ay, ay, ay.
crazy.
But I mean, you gotta put your mind to it, man. And that's what I tell all these artists. And I think that's what I told Serena on her interview last week, man. You gotta put your mind to it. It's not gonna be given to you. And I mean, you always want to bust your tail for everything that you do. You know,
Mhm.
there's a lot of heart, sweat, tears in this industry. You know what I mean? And there's a lot of envy in this industry. I've been noticing that ever since I came into this industry. You know, I mean, I didn't think it was that bad. You know, like a la máquina. You know, there's people hating on me for what I do, for the shows that I do, and you know what? I can. Excuse me, I can give a rat's ass what people think what I do on our show because I'm going to interview who we want to interview and put out there who we want to put out there. Rather if they did bad for somebody else or they did bad for a company, did bad for an event, we're still going to put them on our show, and that's just how we're going to do business until they stir us into the wrong path. And um, but I'm always telling these artists, man, continue because look, Shelly Lotus put in her work for 40 years. Elida Reina is putting her work in for 30 years, calling her into the end of the year tour. Who's left, man? I mean, we still got little Joe, but they're up in age. We got Ruben Ramos up in age. I mean, I don't know when their wheels are going to fall off yet, man. We don't know, right? So the good Lord says, hey, man, it's time to put in our time. And who do we got left, man? Who do we got left in our industry that's going to stick around forever, man? Nobody sticks around forever. So it's time for these upcoming artists, like Serene and Idma and all these upcoming artists, man. I give all these upcoming artists the credit, man, because they're putting in the work, they're putting in the time. It's not easy. But like I said, where is the time come? You know, when Ruben Ramos retires, when little Joe retires, what's going to happen to our cultura? What's going to happen to our industry? If these platforms are not giving them a chance to put their voice out there, and these labels, record labels, giving them a shot, you know, and guiding them into the right path to a great vocalist. Because I mean, nobody could teach you vocals, right? Look at you, Alvin. When you started singing at such a young age, you thought you were not a great singer, and then your ex didn't think you were a great singer, but look at you now. Look at
Mhm.
what you're doing now. You know what I mean? You put your work into it, and who knows? You may hit a lifetime Grammy. You know, you never know if you put your mind to it. So that's just what I say to these artists, man. Put your mind to it, and you're going to be the best you could possibly be. Like me, like I mean, I'm not the best DJ. I'm not the best podcaster. I'm not the best what I do, promoter, manager, booking agent, music distributor. But I try the best that I can be. You know, our shows are not professional sometimes. I mean, that's not my. I mean, I don't think they're professional, but some people think they are. But that's their opinions. And if I need help, hey, man, this would help me out. You know, give me criticism. I mean, don't give me that wrong criticism, but help us out. That's what I try to express to everybody. Help each other out. If they're falling, they're failing, help them out. I mean, but people don't want the help, you know. So if you don't want the help, well, how can I help you? You know. So it's like, bust your tail. Like I said, bust your tail every show. Um, I can't express that enough, man. Um, I mean, do I want to get a Grammy for podcasting? Do I want to get a Grammy for DJing? Of course, I think we ought to. Um, but we have to work at it. It's not going to get given to you. It. I mean, sometimes people thinks it's nice to get awarded for it, and given to you. But what do you get out of it if you get it given to you from somebody? It doesn't work that way, man. Like I tell these artists, continue to focus on what you love to do. Um, School is number one key because you never know what you're going to be able to do in this industry, right? Um, there's always entrepreneurs. There's everybody that wanting to help. Like, look at you, Alvin. You're doing what you love to do. You love being an engineer. You love doing your shows, doing your things, being in the band. I mean, you're not going to stop for somebody, right? You're going to keep continuing and continuing until your wheels fall off. You're 35 years old. You're only 5 years older than me. So, I mean, you're a young buck. You still got a whole life ahead of you, man. I mean, and the thing is, you're putting out the quality music for your artist, and people are recognizing that. And when you see your name on the top charts for record label of the year, best album of the year, and your artists are getting out there, that's a big accomplishment for a Les Records, man. Because not a lot of people can say, "Oh, well, my record company's on the top Billboard." But yeah, Les Records is because of the time you put in for your artists and the quality you put in. So, like I said, put your time in and bust your britches to get it done. Um, I'm not saying we're successful because we're on 4 nights a week. Um, I just told that to William a while ago. I talked to him for about an hour. I'm like, hey man, you got to be successful at what you do, and we're not better than anybody else on the show. We continue to be better each time we get on. Because I listen to the shows now. Before when I first started, I didn't listen to myself. I'm like, what for? I'm I was already thinking high, like, oh, okay, I'm a big dog. No, that's not how it works. I gotta listen to the show. Like, what did I say? What did I not say? Who do I offend and who did I not offend? Because you don't know who's in the house, man. You don't know who's in the house. You don't want to offend people. But but we're proud of what you're doing, Evan, for the artists that you're working with, man. And so for artists like Serene or artists like people that are wanting to get onto Less Records and be a part of your company and be a part of your team, how does all that work, man? Is there like a application they got to fill out, or how does all that work, man?
Interview, talk to them what the goal is, like what type of music they sing, things like that. That's what it matters, that's what matters, what the actual goals that they have, like what do they want to achieve, like I said, and all of those things are important. So yes, to answer your question, it's just an interview, just to talk to them and things like that. Mm-hmm.
Oh, look who we got in the house. We got Mr. William in the house. Says hello, Alvin.
How's it going, William?
Look at this, Alvin. We got some of your people popping in. He said, "That's my guy, Alvin. It is in the house." He said, "Arnie Mercado." That's
Hey,
who that is over
Arnie.
there.
Arnie, he's my friend from the Philippines. Hey, Arnie
We got
Mercado. How's it going,
we got
man?
our new host in the house también, Yesenia Olivas out there. Check it in, Midland, Odessa area. We got Martin Ramos, the primo of Ruben Ramos. He's all the way from Lansing, Michigan. Says hello to everyone out there. Saludos. And then let me see. I got another comment over here to, let me see. I don't know who that is.
That's my
Morses.
brother right there.
Ay, ay,
That's my
ay.
brother right there. Yeah, the DJ that I mentioned earlier. Yeah.
And then we got Esmeralda Cerecero. Cicero. Hopefully I said that correctly.
Yes. That's my sister-in-law, my cuñada. It's going, Esmeralda.
That's right, man. You got a lot of people in the house, man. So all the way from El Paso, Texas, man. Home of the Choco Town, right? Where they have the Chicos Tacos, man. World famous, right?
Chicos
Have you
tacos,
had
yep.
Chicos Tacos?
Yes, I have, but I'm not a fan of it.
Oh my
I'm not
gosh.
a fan of it. I like the burgers, but not the the actual tacos or the flautas.
Well,
The
you know what? I have to agree with you on that, man, because I went to Chicos Tacos. It's been a little while, man. About 3-4 months ago, and my cousin was out there, man, and um, we went to Chicos Tacos, man, and the tacos were just not that great for some reason, man. And I don't know what they did wrong. I don't know what they did right and wrong from before. I mean, I don't know. But it's been a while since I've been, so I was like, man, we're gonna go to Chico's Tacos. So I had Chico's Tacos, had some tacos, had some. I think I had like 6 rolled tacos, and I had a double cheeseburger and with the whole shebang, man. Ketchup, tomato, all kinds of stuff, man. And I'm gonna have to agree with you on that, man. The burger was like juicy, was nice, it was nice and tender, man, and man, it was a good burger. But I and then everybody's like, well, how come you went to that one over there on that side of the town? You should have went to the very first one over there, or the one that the first one. Well, nobody said nothing. Nobody told me to go to that one. Everybody told me to go to the other one. I'm like, okay, nobody. But every time I go to San Antonio, see, San Antonio's calling my name. Um, San Antonio's calling my name. I haven't been to San Antonio in a while. Every time I go to El Paso, man, I always like to try something a little bit different, man. I always like to hit up my good friends that are in there over there in the El Paso area, man, or who live in that area. Hey, man, what are good restaurants? What are good Mexican restaurants, or good Italian, or good Chinese, or something different, man? I like to go to eat something different when I go to towns, man. Now we got family, man. They're like, oh, we gotta go to Chico's. I'm like, que la chingrini. We gotta go to Chico's. I'm like, I go to Chico's Tacos every time I go to El Paso, man. I want to go try something new.
Yeah, it's loved by a lot of people here in El Paso, but I'm not a big fan. I've tried it multiple times in different time spans, but I don't know. Maybe I should try it again because it has been many years. So, but for
Well,
now,
they said the very first one is better than the others, but
yeah, I
I
don't.
don't quote me on that.
I
Sorry,
agree.
man.
I'm not a fan of the Chico tacos. I think I make them better here at home.
You know what? A lot of people say that. Yes,
And it's probably
that is
Yeah.
cheaper.
true.
Probably cheaper.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of them, but here at home when I make them, yes, that's a
I'm
big
pretty sure they do taste better over there with you. Yeah,
yeah.
definitely.
Is
No,
there
man.
is
And for you,
Yes, yes.
okay. As a producer, what do you look for to say this person has it like to be an artist?
You know what? Anybody can be an artist. It just depends on determination, and it depends on their thrive. Sorry, their drive. It depends on their the way they express themselves artistically, musically,
Right.
things like that. But anybody can be an artist as long as you have that drive, as long as you really, 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 really want it. Because all you got to do is just record music, honestly, sound as best as you can, and put it out there. There's a lot of artists out there that honestly do not sound that great. A lot of artists, and aún así, they're winning Grammys. They're people like them. They're people like them, and that's just what it takes. Because anybody is gonna like your music as long as you put it out there. Because music is subjective. Some people might like it, some people might not. But as long as you continue to work on it and put yourself out there, then anybody can be an artist. To be honest.
And you're totally correct about that. And great question, Serene. That's a very great question. Even William put that out there. Great question.
Mhm.
But it's very true, man. Because I mean, you listen to all these shows, right? And then you see it every year for the football season, right? And you see it for the halftime shows. You see it for the opening show of the football games, and you're like, well, how did that person get to be on there? And I'm not just picking on the NFL, but I'm picking just in people in general. And Alvin's correct. There's some artists that are out there, and you're like, ah la máquina, like yikes, like how did you become a singer? How did you become a songwriter? And how did you put that in the studio? And how did you get an award for that? And like I said, everybody's got their own opinions, right? And everybody's got their own opinions, and it's crazy because like sometimes you sound like you come out of the studio like I listen to all these artists, right? And I'm like, damn, they sound just like they recorded. And I'm like, wow, that's freaking awesome, right? Um, I just seen Secreto this past weekend, and they sing just like they record. I'm just like, ah, la máquina. Like you would think, like they would sing like differently, and because I mean, when you see somebody live, everybody sings different live. They don't sing like they do off their recorded single or their recorded album.
Nope.
Like, well, what happened here? They don't got the
That's how
auto
you know.
tune or the voice box.
That's how you know if they have talent. If they're
E-
good.
exactly.
That's true. And
You're like,
I'm gonna say something about like there's one artist that I can think of that a lot of people hated when he first came out. Bad Bunny. Bad Bunny, a lot of people, oh my goodness, hated the guy because he sounds horrible the way he
right?
sings and things like that. Maybe even they didn't agree with like the style of music, the
Exactly.
reggaeton, or
Right.
or the lyrics and things like that. But he's one of the biggest artists right now. But here's the thing, though. Here's the thing. Have you heard him sing live? He sounds identical to the recording. Like he actually can sing, but unfortunately he just doesn't have like, like a beautiful voice how people would naturally, think that a beautiful voice sounds like. But naturally he knows how to sing. And so because of that, his drive, his commitment of putting himself out there, he's one of the biggest artists right now in the world. You know, he's even acting
It's
now, and one thing led to another,
exactly.
and things like that. So that's all it takes. That's all
Yeah,
it
he
takes.
became
Exactly.
real big, but I'm still not a fan.
Exactly. Some people are not going to be fans of him. Others might be, but
Mm-mm.
that's what music is. It's subjective.
Yeah.
Exactly.
You just not do not fear. Put it out there.
Hmm.
Put yourself out there.
Well, it's
Exactly.
just like
Well,
Frontera, Grupo Frontera, man. They're
Yeah.
talented musicians, man, and
Yeah.
and, and they think just because off of one hit that they made it. Well, yeah, of course, right? But they
That's all it takes.
continue their success. They
Hmm.
continue. They bust their tail, and
Hmm.
and for all we know, Alvin and Serene and Delfa, for all we don't know what they charge to go to these stadiums and perform. We don't know the sacrifices that they do to perform. Sometimes it may take a loss. I mean, I'm not vouching for them, but sometimes they take a hit. Like I said, we don't all know what they're charging for these events and venues, and but the thing is, they have the drive. Like Alvin said, you make a drive, continue that success. Um, like we got to drive to be a podcast. We're hosts of a podcast. I'm the CEO of the New Mexico Radio Talk Show. Delpha and Serene are the hosts of the show. We have a drive. We have a passion to be successful on the show every single week, every single time we're on the show. Alvin has a drive to be a producer, singer, songwriter, entrepreneur, everything, composer, a DJ. Sells insurance. He has a drive. Everybody has their drive. Continue your drive, and I guarantee you be successful because you can always fluctuate off of your drive. Because look, he's doing everything else for less records, right? What if the business never works? He's got something to fall back on. He can be a musician. He could be an insurance. Or he's got his own insurance thing. You know what I mean? So it's the drive that you put yourself into and continue to be that drive. Like me as a DJ, I am not the best out there. Um, I still got a lot of learning to do. But I have the drive for it. So I'm gonna continue to be successful because I'm gonna continue my drive. I'm gonna follow what Alvin does. I'm gonna learn from what he does. And I would hope he would learn from what I'm doing. And it's all working with each other, networking. What it's all about being on these shows is being a networker, is following somebody's drive. You're like, damn, check out that person. He's got a drive. Let's work with them. Let's see what they're doing. Have that and I think that's why Frontera is so successful because they got that drive, they got that niche, and who knows? People probably don't like the way they sing, right? I mean, like Alvin said, nobody liked the Bad Bunny, and some people like him, some people don't. Um, Now look at the Happy Gilmore part two. Um,
I still haven't
I
seen
mean,
it.
there's probably a lot of controversy about that, right? Well, who's going to be in it? Why are they in it? Why are the professional golfers in it? Well, hello, it's Adam Sandler movie, and he can have anybody he wants to be in his movie. So I mean,
Yep.
I mean,
Exactly.
it's his movie. So now, if you want to rate it as a top 10, if you want to rate it as a top two, that's your choice. So
Yeah.
they got that
Subjective,
drive,
man.
So hopefully, Happy Gilmore Part Three will be better than the first and second one. I mean, I still think number one is better than number two, but that's just me. But they got the drive. They got the drive for Happy Gilmore. You know what I mean? So, I think there's a lot of controversy on that. I've been seeing a lot of Facebook posting before the trailer came out, and I was just like, oh my gosh, here we
It's
go.
everything.
can
Everything.
I
There's
do a
always gonna be
suggestion?
controversy. Yeah, Serene?
Do you give like young artists a chance to record music? Cause I asked and I've been told like to by people like to wait on my age until my our voice develops.
How old are you?
10.
You're 10? Okay. So here's an interesting thing. I recorded. Híjole, I don't remember how old she is. I don't remember exactly if she's like 8 or 12 or 10, but she's around your age, and she recorded a song that I'll be releasing sometime in the future because I have a piano project going on. I released my first single about a month ago or so, and so she recorded the vocals for another song that I'm going to release in the future. And she's around your age. So to answer your question, There is no set time for you to record things like that. Look at Justin Bieber. When he first started, he had a voice that was like this and right? And then eventually, his voice changed, and he became a man. You could say like it's just
His voice
natural, right? You just
developed.
natural. His
Well, when he
voice
came out with
developed.
Baby, Baby, right? Baby,
Yes,
baby, oh.
baby. It was high. It was out there. And so what happened to him is that eventually when his voice changed, they had to change the tracks, the keys to the tracks in order for it to, fit his voice because it got deeper naturally, right? Got deeper, but he started when he was young. I actually recorded a 15-year-old about a week ago, 2 weeks ago, that she came to record one of my songs that I'm releasing for my DJ/producer project in the future. But yeah, she's 15. I'm gonna record her sister as well, who is 10 years old. También. She's gonna record a cover. So yes, there's no time to start. You can start whenever you want, honestly. Nope.
That's another great question, man. I mean,
Yeah.
so I mean, you got a lot of talent underneath your belt, though. I mean, Alvin, you got Irma underneath, and I don't know who the others you have underneath your belt, and I don't know if you want to release those out to the public or not. But I
Yeah,
mean,
yeah.
the thing is, you got to have that drive for your artist, right? And there's talent behind it, man. And I see it all the time, man. I'm just like, oh my gosh, like, where did you come from? And because I'm one of those guys, I'm like, God, la máquina, where did you come from? I mean, because I'm always wanting to interview the upcoming artists, upcoming guests, and upcoming producers. I mean, now you're finding more producers, engineers. I mean, think about it, man. I mean, laptop. I mean, is the well, nowadays it's laptop, and back then you'd have to go to the physical studio and um
Now it's like a
now,
tablet. On your tablet, you can
yeah,
your iPad. You can do things like that now. Yeah.
all you got to do is say, Hendawg, record this verse for me, record it like this, send it over to me, bam. and
Yeah.
then and then you're like, hey, Hendawg, come over to my studio. I need you over here in El Paso. I need you to come record the rest over here, bam. And it's just out there within a few days. By the time you mix and master it yourself and tweak a few here and there, the highs, mids, lows, whatever you got to do to the final mastering process. And I mean, click of a button, man. Back then, you had to travel to the studio, and artists would have to travel 9 to 10 hours to the studio, and
Yeah.
pretty much have to sleep there at the studio or sleep at a hotel because
Yeah.
by the
It's
time you knew it, man, it was midnight, 1 o'clock in the morning, working on your music, man, and then you're
it's easier
tired,
now.
your vocals, and I.
Convenient
But
now.
now it's emailed and all kinds of stuff
Oh
nowadays,
yeah,
man.
you can record yourself from Africa, and then I'll receive the recordings here in El Paso. I'll send it back to Africa, and oh yeah, it's so much easier now.
And that's what I try to tell all these artists, man. Like when I interview these artists, Elvin, is like what's crazy is like back then, right? Back in the '80s, '90s. And mind you, I'm 30, mind you. And everybody's like, well, how do you know this crap? Well, because I've done interviews so long, and they've always told me back in the day, um, to put out an event, they'd have to go to the actual FM AM radio station to go put out the event. Now it's a freaking quick flyer on the surf web. They pay somebody or whatever. They make it themselves. Bam, post it on social media. People start liking and sharing and tagging. Back then, probably a little freaking maybe a little beeper or something or a little camera, something like that back in the day, little newspaper. But that's back then. Now you're in 2025. You can do anything off the laptop, the computer. I mean,
Yep.
it's
Your
crazy,
phone,
man. I'm
even.
just like, wow.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Well,
I actually have
well,
one of
I
the
have a
artists.
question.
Yes, Serene.
As a producer, do your artists model the way for future artists? It's like so important for your artists to give back to the community.
Sorry. I'm not understanding the question. Can you repeat it again?
As a producer, do your artists like model the way for like future artists and like give back to the community?
Do they model the way and give back to other artists? Um. So, are you talking about like influence?
Yes.
So definitely, it can happen because like I said, I'm an honest dude. And so what happened was like with Idama, for example, Idama, ever since she joined, in the label, and I started recording her and all those things, she's always been self-driven, and she does her thing and she goes out there. And so I know for sure there's been other people that have been influenced by that, just by the fact that, she's told her story that she quit music for many, 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 many years. She said that she, did a lot when she was younger related to music. She played in a lot of bands, she toured,
Right.
things like that. They were gonna get signed, I believe, to like one of AB Quintanilla's label. I'm not too sure exactly the details there, but eventually she quit, and then she started getting back into it, and then from that, people started noticing her numbers, the streaming numbers, on the platforms like, Apple Music, Spotify, and things like that. How it was growing, and within a year, many streams, sorry, she hit within that time frame. And because of that, other artists started seeing like, if she could do it, I could do it too. Why not? And then it started rolling. They started getting their ball rolling. So definitely, 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 it's an influence. I don't know if you've seen, like, for example, like in commercials, that they hire these big, like, either music artists or these celebrities, like, that's the reason why they do it, because like, oh, I like that guy. I'm gonna go buy that drink because that guy was on there on that commercial. That's the influence, the power of influence. And it's from anything. It could come from anything. Yeah. I hope I
Well,
answered your question
Alvin,
correctly.
Yeah.
well, Alvin, it was nice to meet you. I have to hop off. I have to head to bed. I have to be up at 5 in the morning for
Híjole, okay.
work.
Really?
So,
Well,
but good luck, in your future with with everything that you're doing. And it was so nice to meet you. Hendawg, Serene, we'll see y'all later.
hey, nice to meet you. Have a good night.
Bye.
Hey,
Bye.
God bless you,
Bye
Delpha.
bye.
God bless you. Thank you for hanging out with us. That's right, man. And you just gotta, like Elvin said, man. You just gotta put your mind to it, Serene, and everybody out there, man. All you artists out there, man, that want to be an engineer, producer, composer, singer, songwriter, and sometimes it may not be for you, and you find something that's going to catch, and as you progress, you get a little older, you get a little bit of advice from everybody. And I mean, my dad passed away last year of March, right? And there's some things that I would like to sit down with a singer songwriter and put something out there, una cumbia, un country, or un slow song, or ranchera. But I'm not a singer. I'm not a songwriter. So I need to sit down with somebody that's been in the game. I may not sing it because I don't have a tune. Everyone's gonna be like, "Sir, you got a tune? Put it out there. I'll fix you."
It's yeah. I mean, if you can hold a pitch, anybody can sing. Yeah, definitely, definitely, definitely.
No, but you got to put your mind to it and do what you love to do. And Alvin, for the fans out there, man, who want to be an engineer, producer, I mean, because you got your hands tied, man, when you're a producer, engineer, because you're the one that puts it out there for the fan, that puts it out there for the artists, because the artists hear it before, and I say that all the time because the artists get to hear the raw version, and they're like, "Oh my gosh, that sounds great," and then when they get the final recording, they're like, "Oh la máquina, that sounds 100 times better," because they hear the raw version. You hear the raw version, and they hear the final product, and
Yep.
for all these artists out there, man, and all these people who would like to be an engineer, or start their engineering process, or producer, composer, songwriting, what kind of advice would you like to give somebody who wants to be an engineer?
Well, honestly, it's the same thing with the singing. It's just with anything, like whatever you want to do in life, you just gotta do it. You just gotta do it. So in regards to like producing and like music in general, like yes, with production, music production, you have to invest in equipment. But I mean, if you're gonna be producing beats, or if you're gonna do the musical arrangement, you could say, of the production of the song, then technically all you need, to be honest, is just a MIDI keyboard, and then a microphone if you want to produce vocals. And if you do want a microphone, then an audio interface to connect to that, and then and obviously your computer. And it could be a laptop, or even nowadays, like I said, you can even do it on the iPad. The program that I used to record is called Logic Pro. On the computer, it's now available on the iPad. And so you could, I've tried it. I've produced a few songs on there, and it's it's so simple now. Like, it's just so accessible now to do. But
It's
definitely,
crazy,
definitely,
right? How everything
ah,
works, man. It's crazy.
So definitely you gotta, just
So I mean, these
invest.
iPads, the tablets, or Microsoft and Apple and everything, man. It's taken away from the actual like producers and the label, man. And here's my thing, Elvin.
AI
To
is really taking jobs away.
there you go. Amen to
That
that.
too,
I mean,
actually, yeah. That too. Even like with like production, the music production, like nowadays, like there's a lot of AI tools that you can use, like for lyrics, for even for melodies, for like sounds, even for
right,
voices. Like one thing that I do for production for vocals, before I discovered AI and the uses of it, I used to record my voice and I need to send it to a female singer so that they can learn it so that she can prepare to come record the song. But I used to record the
exactly.
song, pitched my voice up to sound like a girl, kind of in a way like that, but it wouldn't sound, pleasing, So then I discovered AI. There's this website that I use called Automate. um, that website, literally you upload your voice, the recording of your voice to it, and then it gives you a bunch of options that you can use from like different styles of voices, both female and male, and then you choose the style you want, and it produces a vocal like if that person sang your vocal, and then you can use it for your production. So a lot of producers do that. I personally do that just so I can send it to the artist. I know I've done that for Irma. It's that she's seen both sides of that, but definitely AI is a big tool, big helpful tool. But yeah.
I mean, like I said, man, it's crazy what you could do with technology, man. It's like I can't express that enough, man. I kind of wish I was born in back in the heyday, man, when it was booming, man. And I mean, everything's getting back to better, man. All this Tejano, Junto, country, English, and everything. I mean, and here's my thing, real quick, Elvin. Here's my thing. Everybody says Tejano's dead. Everybody says Junto, Cumbia are all dead, but it's only dead because we're in this industry, right? But if we go to the hip hop side with and reggaeton with Bad Bunny and all this other genre, if we were in that cultura, I guarantee we'd be saying the same thing. Our cultura from here would be saying the same exact thing because we're not in that genre. But if we're in that genre, I guarantee we could say, "Oh well, hip hop ain't booming or reggaeton ain't booming," but it's just the same thing with everything else, man. Is with our Tejano, man, is nobody supports it, man, and it takes people to support it. To be honest with you, so people support your artists, support your producers. Um, if you got advice for a producer, you got advice for a record label, give them some advice, man. Some kind words, not the wrongful words, man. Just give them some great advice, man, and help and support each other. That's all I can say, man. Is support one another because who do we all have left in this industry is ourselves. If you don't support Alvin and Les Records, where's it going to be? So it takes us as a unity to support. And like I said, Alvin, if there's anything that we can do to help you guys out there at a Les Records or anything that you got going on, don't ever hesitate to give us a call, give us a ring. We're here to help. We're here to push. That's part of the New Mexico Radio Talk Show, Hendawg Promotions, DJ Hendawg Entertainments, and like I said, we're here to help any
Hey,
way, any which way we possibly can because
I appreciate that, man.
we're the future. We're the future of our onda, our cultura.
Yeah, definitely. So Serene, you sing? You sing
Yes, I
music?
sing.
Okay. You kind of look like a little Selena, with your hat and the way you look, like a young Selena. Is that what you sing, like cumbias and things like that?
she is a vocalist who inspired me.
Okay. What type of genres do you sing?
I sing mariachi and tejano.
Manejo Tejano. Okay. Alrighty. So you'll probably like the next song that Irma is gonna release. It's coming out on August 8th. It's a cumbia arrangement by from the like Los Apson, la de Fue en un Café. That song,
Oh,
but it's just the way she sang it, like it was amazing. And she actually recorded it in like what 30 minutes, I think it was. And she recorded it
Wow.
really quickly, and like yeah, it's coming out August 8th, and you'll probably appreciate that song of hers. But yeah, just keep going, don't give up, keep
I
singing.
will.
Do make videos even of yourself, like like singing and things like that, and put yourself out there. Do not be afraid.
Okay.
No, that's what it's all about, right? Putting out Content. You know what, Alvin? I got a TikTok, bro. I don't even go on TikTok, and people are always encouraging me, "Hey, you need to go do a TikTok live, man." I'm like,
You know
man,
what? It's free promotion there, man.
right there,
It's
yeah,
just the algorithm just puts you out there naturally, like you don't have to pay anything, It's just so
exactly.
yeah, you definitely should.
You get like 1,000 of views, man, on TikTok, man, in like less than 20 minutes, man, or less than 20 seconds, actually.
If you want to
And
listen to my first song, it's on my Facebook page. It's recorded at home.
Okay. Este, let me see. If you could send it to me, or if you want to post it on the chat here, I'll
Can you click on
definitely
the
listen
chat
to
more?
it.
Okay.
I'll check it out. Where are you from, Serene?
I'm from San Antonio, Texas.
San Antonio. Okay. So you're quite a bit away from me. But yeah. But no, but I mean, if you're ever in town in El Paso, if you want to come record, and definitely you're more than welcome. More than welcome to record.
well, I would have to make a trip to El Paso, man, and go check out the Les Records studio, man, and maybe do a live interview from there, man. Do a live segment from there, man, and no, we appreciate everything you're doing, that one with all your artists, man, and looking forward to hearing the new single, man, on August the 8th, man. Hopefully, we are able to bring that out right here in the New Mexico Radio Talk Show. Hopefully, we can schedule
Yeah,
something with
definitely.
Irma and bring it out on August 8th, something like that, man, and release it. And then if you need help releasing it, man, to all the digital platforms, man, don't hesitate to let us know, man, and we're gonna reach it to like 460 emails. I just released one a couple of days ago, man, from Megan Chapa Quiero Mas, to over 465 emails, and getting a lot of great
Mama,
responses from it, man. So
wait, this chat? Which chat do you mean? Like the Facebook chat where we're live streaming, or
Or if you want to send it to me personally, that's fine. Instead, you can look me up there. My personal page is Alvin Estupiñan. Or if you want to go to my music page, it's just Alvin Estupiñan Music. I am gonna change the name eventually, but it just doesn't change for some reason. But yeah, you can send it to either or Aless Records, the page there. The Alest is on my name right here. It says Alvin, and then in parentheses Alest. Yeah, too. I have so many pages. Alvin's Piano is my other one, is my piano page, my piano project. So yeah, you can send it anywhere.
write down?
no, no, I'm like you too, Evan. I got so many Facebooks, man. I got so many pages, man. I got this show. I got the my personal
Yeah.
page, and I got the promotion page. Then I got my T-shirt company that I'm about to launch here in
Oh, nice.
2026. And then I got a quinceañera page that I put out there también too, for anybody that's got quinceañeras, man. So everybody's able to put their quinceañera page out there, or their information for the quinceañeras and stuff like that. So yeah, man. So thank you, Alvin, for everything you're doing, man, for our Onda La Cultura, man. And hopefully we can bring you guys on with Los Nobles, man, and talk about the band, man. And I'd like to bring them on and maybe do a little jam session with the band, man, and here and
You know
there,
what? We definitely can. Actually, my brother-in-law is on right now. His name is Los Nobles right there. I don't know if you see. Shout out to
Oh yeah, I
him.
just see that. Yeah,
To
yeah,
Los
yeah.
Nobles. Yeah, that's my brother-in-law right there. But we could definitely do something like that. Yeah.
Ah, La Máquina. Irma says, Hendawg, could you play Alvin's new song? You got a new song, Alvin?
My piano song, actually, yeah, from my piano project, Alvin's Piano. Yeah. So I released it about like a month ago or so, a month and a half ago. Definitely, yeah.
Ah, yeah. And it's
Do
called,
you want me to send it to you, or
what is it called, Alvin?
it's called Baptism?
Ah, La Máquina. How did I
It's
know how
called
to find
Baptism.
that, man?
Yeah,
That's what it's called, DJing, man. I'm about to put it out
yeah.
there for you guys right here, man. Brand new song, man, by Alvin's Piano. Ah, La Máquina. Piano? I think I see a piano in the background over there, or am I seeing things over there?
Right here. Yeah, that's a piano right there.
Ah, yeah.
That's actually where I
This guy's
recorded
got
the song.
he's got all the instruments in his studio, man. We're gonna take a short break with you guys, man. Then we're gonna come back, man, and we're gonna wrap it up for you guys, man, with Alvin, and we got Serene all the way from San Antonio, man, who's our newest member of the New Mexico Radio Talk Show. And the song goes a little bit of something like this, man. It goes like this. We had, ladies and gentlemen, by Alvin Estupiñan, all the way from El Paso, Texas. You saw rap system, ladies and gentlemen. Oh my gosh, man. That's right, man. Wow. Alvin,
Thank you.
a la máquina, bro. That hold on. Let me get all this right. That came from that thing right there behind you to
Rap
your
piano right
right,
there. Yep.
to my left. Holy crap,
Yes,
man.
sir.
God almighty. I mean, where did you get all this talent from, man? A la máquina. It's
My
like
parents, I don't know. Yeah, I don't
no,
know. It's
no,
just I know
no,
for I don't know, man.
well, you know what, Elvin? It's the hard work, the drive, the dedication, and you put your mind to it, man. Um, Not only that you produce music for other artists, man, you produce music for yourself, and you put it out there, man. And look, I mean, you just put it out there, and it's already getting hits, man. And that's all it takes, man, is putting something out there for your fans. It may be a hit, may not be a hit. That's why these artists are continue to put out music, and a lot of the artists, back, I mean, it's just like some of these artists, right? They put out, one hit wonder, and it's like, why did they do that? I mean,
Mhm.
continue to put out hit after hit. Um, I mean, to me, I'd like to have, if I was an artist, I'd like to have more than just one hit. I want to live a legacy for other people to look up to, other upcoming artists and stuff like that. So proud of what you're doing, man. Proud of what you're doing with everything, man. Glad to have you on our show, man. And when
Thank
I
you.
seen you in the
Appreciate it.
backstage, man, I said, "Ah, la máquina, check out this dude. He's got the headset, he's got the microphone." I said, "Ah, la máquina, he's part of the New Mexico Radio Talk Show. He's got the whole thing that our whole podcast has, man." And that's what I like, man. Being professional, that's what it takes, man, to be professional. And I can't express that enough. Be professional. Presence is key, man. Um, Anytime you go on stage, man, be present, man. Wear your attire, wear your caps, or wear your shiny suits or whatever you use. Go to sheem.com, man. It's not that expensive, man. But it's always dress to impress. That's me. I like to dress to impress.
What a shame, doc.
or go to Amazon or go to Temu or right or go to Wish, man. Get it from Wish. No, but we're excited for everything you do. Look right here, man. Los Nobles says right here. Alvin also composed a beautiful song
Hmm.
dedicated to my wife and I daughter who passed away. The song means a lot to us. Thank you, Alvin.
Yes, yes. I composed a song for my niece that passed away actually when she was born. Stillborn. And so yeah, I composed a song
Oh.
that I used the lyrics that my dad and I think another lady that my sister knows that they wrote. They collaborated on the words, and it was actually just a poem that they wrote, but I decided to put music, into it, and it's just yeah, it's a song that we have here as a family, you know. But definitely definitely did that for my sister and my brother-in-law. Hmm.
No, that's what it's all about, man. It is putting out there for, and I like to express this, right? I said this to Serene Everly last week on her show, when we interviewed her last week. Um, Music can touch anybody in any
They
possible
can.
way. It doesn't matter if it's a tejano. It doesn't matter if it's a ranchera. It doesn't matter what it is, man. It hits people in different ways, man. There's songs that I hear to this day, man, and it never goes by, man. That remembrance of my father, what he listened to growing up, in the Tejano scenes, man, and it hits me in different ways than it would hit others, and it can be happy tears, it can be sad tears, it can be like regretful tears. It doesn't matter, man. Music hears the soul, man, for anybody, man. It could put you into another world, and if you're going through bad times, if you're going through people hating on what your craft and what you're doing, listen to a song, bam. You get a great motivational speaker and get to put a great song to it, bam. Your life comes back, because people are hating on your craft, and it takes a lot, man, to come back, from after everybody bashing you or creating a niche for you on social media. And I mean, like I said, social media is a worst enemy. Post it on social media, people knows about it. You know what I mean? And then people are like, ah, la máquina, what's going on here? But yes, music kills people in so many ways, man. You could be going through a divorce, you could be going through a bad breakup, bad times, and you listen to a song, boom, it's a deal breaker for people, right? And
Yep.
but like I said, man, put out the right music for everybody. Support each other. Support others. And we're here to help you, Alvin LS Records. Be sure to look him up, ladies and gentlemen, on all the social media platforms. Be on the lookout, man. August 8th, new single coming out, man, from Irm Salvio-Perez, man, out of El Paso, Texas. Also out of LS Records, man. She got a brand new single coming up. Looking forward to hearing that new single, man. I mean, I, as a DJ, being a promoter, being a music distributor, man, I'm always up for what's new, man. I'm like, what's going on? What's over there? And then like when I get the song, man, it's like I get the song right, because being the DJ, being the promoter, being the manager, being the booking agent or the music distributor of the artist, right? And I'm like, oh, la máquina. And half the time when I get it, I'm like, damn, I just want to release this sucker now. Be the first one to put it out there. I'm like, ah, la máquina, because it's so great, right? Because you get this music from your artist, man, or the artists or the producers, or they send it to you, and you're like, ah, la máquina. Just the voice, the production behind it, and all the hard work behind it, man. The sweat, tears, man, is what is where it's at. But um, I do want to say thank you, Alvin, to your family, your friends, everybody that follows you, Idma, everybody, who set all this up. She's like, hey, you need to bring Alvin to the show. I'm like, hey, anytime. Don't ever hesitate to come on my show, man. Because we don't discriminate. We don't discriminate on sides, color, looks. We don't. Oh hell no. We have a good time. We always have a good time on our show. That's what we do. We put out the new music, put out the new artists, and that's what we always do. We like to hear the side of the story, like, hey, how did you get started? It's awesome. So hopefully I get to be on another podcast and they ask me what I do. So I think me and William were talking about that today. He's like, hey man, we need to bring you on our show, and we need to put you out there and get you ask you some questions. I'm like, hey man, shoot me some questions, man. Shoot me some toughers out there, man. I'll put it out there. Um, but anything, man. Like I said, man, we're only like 2.5 hours, something like that, 3 hours away from El Paso. So if there's anything that I could do for you guys, don't ever hesitate to give me a call. Give us a call. We're here to help. And Thank you,
Appreciate
Irm
it.
Salvio, for setting all this up with Alvin from Aliè Records, and thank you for coming on, Alvin. Is there anything you would like to say to your family, your friends, your producers, your manager, your colleagues, everybody that supports you, man? Is there anything you'd like to say to them?
Yeah, I want to say thank you to all the people that support me, my family. I know I saw earlier that my sister said hi, so shout out to my sister Miriam, also my brother, straight from Houston. My brother Hiram, say hello to him. I know for a fact that all my family, my brothers, my sister, my parents, they've been extremely supportive. With my craft, this talent that God Himself gave me. And so I'm very grateful for this, and I'm extremely grateful also for my wife, especially because she's the one that actually motivated me to start recording music and to release the music,
Exactly.
because I was terrified, to be honest, just to do things with it, and I just kept it all to
Of
myself because I
course.
was so afraid what people were gonna think. And so no, I am thankful to her that she helped me and motivated me, and she's still there supporting, the dream, like helping people out, and with music and things like that. And so I want to give a shout out to the artist of the label, to Irma Salvio, to Clever One. He's one of the artists, and also Bryson Malachi is another artist from the label. And thank you for everybody that supports, and really appreciate it. Henry, for having me here. Really appreciate it. If you ever want to do another interview, or if any help with anything, I'll be glad to help with anything that I can. As long as I have the time to do it. But definitely, really appreciate the time for having me here.
No, anytime, man. Like I said, man, we're here to help. Like I said, man, we're here to help each other, man. And I just said that to William today, man. Like I said, I just talked to him today. He said I'm here to help everybody, man. I'm not here to take anybody's music or musicians or artists and podcasters and hosts and all that stuff, man. I'm here to share the pie, man. I mean, because it's our cultura. That's what I love to do, man. Helping and sharing is caring to me, man. And like I said, man, hopefully we can have some of your artists on the show, man. I know you said you got Bryson and Malachi and stuff like that. So hopefully we can set up an interview with those guys on the show, man. Talk to get them
Definitely.
on the show, and have you as a representation of them, and they get little stumped on some questions and stuff like that. You're there to back them up on what they need and stuff like that. So God bless you, Alvin Les Records out of El Paso, Texas. Um, God bless you to your family. See you soon. Looking forward to seeing you
Thank
and
you.
Los Nobles on the show to do a live show with the little bit of live music, man. I'm gonna be putting something together, man. Doing a live music show on Sundays. It's gonna be like everybody's gonna have a 45-minute segment, man. So everybody in the show, man, that signs up for that is gonna do 45 minutes and something like that. And then,
Yep.
but when we bring you on with Los Nobles, man, we're gonna do the same thing here, man, and give you guys a platform, man, to come and advertise the band and what you guys are working on, the projects, the shows you guys got going on and stuff like that. So God bless you, Alvin. Thank you. God bless to your family. See you soon, brother.
Hey, likewise, man. Thank you so much.
Wow, Serene, talented. Oh my gosh. I can't even express how thrilled I am because like I'm always in for a newbie, man. I'm always up for new things on the show, man. Engineers, producers, songwriters. It's awesome get to hear how these producers and engineers get to do the behind the scenes because it's not easy to be a producer. Because they're the one that put their name is on the line, and no telling what these producers or sound engineers cost and record labels cost. I mean, some of them, like I said, $2,000, 10 grand, 15,000, 20,000, and they got different packages for different artists, different things, and different accolades, right? And for them to put their work into one art, not just only one artist, like he said, he's got four other artists on underneath his belt, so he's got to focus on all those artists and put their music out there. But also he's got his name to represent. He's got a less records, and he's got to put that out there, right? And if you put something
Yeah.
crappy to the fans, how many artists that are going to be in the age of range of 5 years old, rather if you're male or female, or 10 years old, male or female, to 60 years old, right? Um,
Yeah.
how many artists are going to look into his label? If you put something crappy, um, and,
None.
and and that's what it's all about, right? Is putting the good quality work. So like he's got to take his time, put out the right music, put out the right sound, because his name's behind the artist. Yes, the artist is getting the exposure, but it's also the name, the record label behind it. Talented sound engineer, right? I mean, to have four artists underneath his belt and still continuing to do what he loves to do and be in a band. I mean, I don't know. I don't know if I could do all that. Play seven instruments, be in a band, and be a producer and songwriter at the same time, and make sure that the music gets out there correctly. Talented, right? Talented guy.
Very
Um,
talented.
so so I'm gonna be reaching out to him. Probably it's a little bit late for him tonight, but I am gonna share him your Facebook with Alvin Estupiñan. That way he could check you out, and that way he can see what you're working with, and see if you can get on to go record at LS Records. Or and the thing is, it's always good to record at any record company, man.
Any
It's
feedback is appreciated for me.
there you go. There you go. And I'm sure you're getting calls and phone calls from different artists and different record labels and different producers and different people. Hey, come and sign here. To me, I wouldn't sign nothing, because you're an open book. You can go sign, you
Yeah.
can go sing, you can go sing at whatever record label you want to, unless they're going to be paying you big money to record at their studio. Because I mean, once they hear you, they're gonna be like, "Oh my gosh, we should have signed her a long time ago." Well, yeah, duh.
We have to find the
J-
right one that's honest.
they. Oh my gosh, where's the other artist that need to hear that? Can you repeat that one more time?
We have to find the right one that's honest.
There you go, man. You got to find the right company that's going to be truthfully honest and respectful of the artist, and make sure they don't burn the artist, man. Because I think there's a lot of them that are out there getting burned by some of the record labels and stuff like that. So um, stay open book, Serene, and I'll be sending some of your stuff out there to Alvin Estupinan, man, out there out of Les Records, man, out of El Paso, Texas. Wow, ladies and gentlemen, 10 years old. Serena Everly, man, out of San Antonio, Texas. First interview on the show. And glad to have her on the show. We'll see her next week, because we got a lot of interviews next week.
Hmm?
We got Megan Chapa, which is the artist underneath Hendawg Promotion. Man, we're helping her out, man. We're setting up interviews and radio interviews, and sending out her new music, man. It just came out a few days ago, man. It's doing good on all the charts right now. It's about to be on my top 10. And we got her on an interview next Wednesday. We get to talk
Oh,
to her about the new single called Quiero Más. It's a cumbia. We got a lot of interviews, man. Like I said, we're booked all the
I
way up
won't be
until
able to log in next
October.
week because I will be on a cruise.
Ah, la máquina. Hey, how do we get to be on your schedule, Serene? Do I gotta talk to your manager?
Yeah, you gotta talk to my manager right here.
Yeah. So how do we get to be on a cruise, man? I need to be on a cruise también. So you will see Serene next Wednesday. You'll see her the following whenever she comes back from her lovely cruise. Hopefully
Yeah,
she brings us a souvenir for the New Mexico Radio Talk Show. Thank you, Serene Everly out
definitely.
of San Antonio, Texas. God bless you. Safe travels on your cruise. And we'll see you when you come back. All
Thank
right.
you.
God bless you.
Thank you.
God bless you so much. We love you guys. We love you guys so much, man. And we thank y'all so much.
Is being treated seriously by the Ministry of Agriculture. 25
The mud comes from the West Africa, right? But they grow yam in that area. And they eat yam, green bananas, okra, things like that. You know, okra was a thing that you put in the dinner. I like it, something like that.